It starts with a spark and becomes a guiding light. Teamwork, friendship, getting social. When the games are gone, the games go on. Orange Store. Fuel the spirit.
This is a place where imaginations can run wild. Maybe it's time to come set yours free.
Now you can shop smarter at Canadian Tire. With same-day pickup, Canadian Tire.
The starting lineups for today's game includes from Team Nova Scotia, number 4, Gabby Mirage, number 6, Ella Hoyt, number 8, Isabella McDonald, number 9, Jessie McCarron, number 14, Lily Condon, and the starters from Team New Brunswick today, number 4, Sophie Dwyer, number 5, Evelyn Eustace, number 6, Lauren Wallace, number 10, Amy Farah, and number 14, Anna Keach. The 2025 St. John's Canada Games are committed to fostering a competitive game day environment that promotes inclusivity and treats all teams, officials, and fans with respect. Discriminatory language and intimidating actions will not be tolerated. We ask that you please support all participants and spectators in a positive manner. Thank you. Les Jeux du Canada 2025 à Saint-John's sont l'occasion de favoriser un développement de compétition inclusif et qui traite toutes les équipes, les officiels et les spectateurs avec respect. Le langage discriminatoire et les actes d'intimidation ne seront pas tolérés. Nous vous demandons de soutenir tous les participants et spectateurs de manière positive. Merci de votre compréhension.
Welcome back, everybody, to our continuing coverage here of the women's basketball at the 2025 Canada Summer Games, live from beautiful St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador. What a day it's been. 3 games already under the books. We've seen some dandies thus far, and this one expected to be no different than an all-maritime battle. New Brunswick in black, Nova Scotia in white, and we are underway as things get going. New Brunswick with possession early on. With a quick pass, Legier sends it in for Hoyt. Hoyt back to the other side, trying to get set up once again. Legier carries it in, trying to go through traffic, not able. A great defensive play by Nova Scotia, and they head back the other way. Here's Wallace. Wallace outlets it for Doiron. Morash trying to carry it in deep. Trying to get a shot off, not able to put that away. It was McCarron. Now back the other way comes New Brunswick. Looking to find someone on the line, not available as the pass is. Here comes Morash back down for Nova Scotia. Long pass for Hoyt. Hoyt trying to set it up, puts it in for 2, and Nova Scotia draws first blood here in this opening game.
Yeah, and this has been stated, Robbie, that this is the game of the pool. So some high expectations to live up to. Some rivals old as time. New Brunswick, Nova Scotia, 2 maritime provinces going head-to-head. I don't think that you can get it any better than this.
There you see Sophie Doiron fouled on by New Brunswick. And there's the inbound for Nova Scotia. Isabel McDonald sends it out to the line for Nova Scotia. Trying to keep her hands on it was McCarron. Back the other way comes New Brunswick with a late break. Here's Keach heading down, trying to get the layup. Won't get it to go. Ball still loose though, and in the possession of New Brunswick as Dwadon recovers. Back to the line for Eustace. Eustace taking her time to the other side for Kalala. Kalala carries it in, won't get through traffic, ball loose. Trying to get to it was Nova Scotia. That's out of play, and it's going to be New Brunswick ball.
Well, Robbie, this is kind of the exact opposite of what we saw the last couple games. Newfoundland, Saskatchewan, PEI, and Northwest Territories all came out firing. It was probably, 12 points scored by the time we were in this point at the last game?
Very high-scoring affair, you're right.
So going to be very tight, very defensive matchup here if this first minute and a half is telling.
Here's a big shot from Eustace. Getting it to go for three and a big confidence booster for New Brunswick. Early on, 3-2, they lead. That one turned over by Eustace once again. A great play. Defensively, back she goes with a nice move. Around Hoyt, moving in, sending it back to the line. Kalala puts it up, another big three down. And what a 6-point turn for New Brunswick early on in this first quarter.
Some sharp shooters out there for Team NB. Nova Scotia's going to have to get out there and be aggressive on defense, trying to shut them down from that three-point range.
Down deep, Nova Scotia. Blondin puts it away. 6-4, the lead now in favor of New Brunswick. They have the ball as Dwadon carries it down, looking for an outlet pass for Wallace. Wallace sends it into the paint. Out to the line, a big shot once again, trying to make it three. Madeline Eustace can't get it to go, but a great effort here from New Brunswick early on.
Yeah, very. This is going to be a really tight game, but fantastic effort. Obviously, Maddie Eustace doing a great job here early on. This is somebody, the accolades are starting to show. 2025 All-Star, 2024 All-Star, 2024 Player of the Year, 2024 All-Atlantic Game, third-team All-Star.
Isabel McDonald looking to pick up a pass down low. She won't be able to pick it up. That's out of bounds. New Brunswick will inbound from their own end. Great shooting early on from Madeline Eustace. She's going to be inbounding here, is looking for Dwadon out there with Kalala.
Yeah, very strong start. Madeline Eustace, her father actually put her into basketball at a young age, and that's how she started playing and never looked back from there.
Here's Dwadon, sends it down court. Kalala trying to spin and not able to get it where she wanted off the backboard. That bounces in possession for Nova Scotia, and back comes Morash. Morash hands it in the paint, a nice layup going through traffic, getting it to go. 6-6 tie game, so Nova Scotia with a great response, but here's Dwadon for New Brunswick. We'll send it over for Eustace. Eustace trying to drive through traffic. She stopped, and Nova Scotia recovers. Whistle goes. We'll get clarification on what the call was.
Either way, Robbie, how about the compete here to start off this matchup? This one feels different compared to the other ones that we've had, and that's not a knock against them. It's just how well these two teams know each other. They realize that this is a big game whenever it comes to the seeding if they get past the preliminary round.
That's a great point. Abby Morash sends it over to the corner for Ella Hoyt. Hoyt back to Morash. Over for Blondin. Blondin throws it up. That one off the backboard. Bounces, trying to recover. In a wars Isabel McDonald. That's going to be recovered by Dwadon. And it looks like it's going to be New Brunswick in their defensive zone.
Yeah, going to have to start from the baseline here, it looks like. As now we'll see the transition game. That's been something that's so important here that we've noticed throughout this first day of women's basketball. How do you attack off the transition? Let's sit back and watch.
Great pass attempt. Couldn't be picked up by Kalala, but great effort, great vision as well from Dwadon, trying to make that long pass, but Nova Scotia regains possession. Picking up court. Here's Morash. Taking her time, over half. Looking to get set up is this Nova Scotia squad. To the right side. Here's McCarron. McCarron trying to dribble through, down low. Finds Blondin in the point, or excuse me, in the paint. Not able to get a shot up, but drawing a foul. And a nice play for Nova Scotia.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to be set to go again here. 6:18, this has flown by here. We're just getting our first substitutions of the game, but a very even start, 6-6. some good defensive shutdowns, some good offensive possessions as well. This game has had everything so far, and we aren't even 4 minutes in. It's been some great action.
It's a great point. Morris inbounds for Nova Scotia. Finds McDonald. McDonald back out to the line for Hoyt. Hoyt puts it up from distance for three. Gets it to go. And a huge three-pointer for Nova Scotia. This has been back and forth. Thus far, we're not even 4 minutes into the game. Boy, oh boy. Whistle goes. Crowd really into this one. Great crowd on hand, Luke, once again. This community support thus far for these summer games has been outstanding. St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador putting on an outstanding show. Here's another look.
Look at that three-pointer from Ella Hoyt. Her goal for the games is to medal here at Canada Games. So she's leading by example right now, and she's trying to give her team the best chance at getting a medal at the 2025 Canada Summer Games.
Dwadon with a great shot attempt, not able to capitalize, and Morris recovers for Nova Scotia, taking it down by herself, back to the line once again for three. That one off the backboard. Ball still alive, both teams reaching for it, recovered by Nova Scotia, trying to drive in. It's going to count, draws the foul, and a huge play from Isabel McDonald. At a key time, she'll go to the line for one more opportunity.
Yeah, the Port Williams, Nova Scotia native is going to get a chance to add a third point onto that basket. As let's take another look here. Wrestles the ball out, drives through, is able to prop it up past the opposing New Brunswick defender, Maddie Eustace, and cash in.
So here we go, Isabel McDonald. Looking to add one more.
See if she can get that third point.
Talked about it. This is our fourth game of the day, Luke, but for all these teams, it's their first. First time we see these teams, day one of competition, and coming onto the big stage like this, it's a big difference. A lot brighter. You're on the broadcast, more fans, just a different feel. And seeing the confidence from McDonald with those shots, you know, she's dialed in, ready to go.
Absolutely. We've already had the opportunity to settle in, but these girls are settling in right now as time goes on in this first quarter.
Here's Gabby Morris, down court. Sees McDonald. McDonald to the other side, puts it up as Ella Hoyt for three. That one not going to drop. What a nice opportunity for Nova Scotia. Here's Dwadon for New Brunswick. Dwadon taking her time, looking to get set up. Here's New Brunswick and LeBlanc. LeBlanc hands it off for Wallace. Wallace back for Kalala. Kalala looking for a lane, trying to find it. She's going to stop, puts it up off the backboards. Will it fall? No, recovered by Nova Scotia. It's a nice play by Legier. Back the other way. Here's Gabby Morris trying to move through the middle. She shut down a great defensive play by Michael LeBlanc. We were told that she is the defensive anchor on this New Brunswick team, Luke.
Yes, absolutely, and it looks like it, as what a stop there, and then quickly New Brunswick had numbers going back the other way, but just didn't work out for them as that ball was knocked out of bounds.
Here's another look at this play.
A good hand there, and then the pass just off and wide. And we'll get a throw in here.
Foul on the play.
And inbound is, now we'll take a look here.
Blanc finds Dwadon. Dwadon has had a lot of ball possession thus far. Early on in this one, the point guard. Trying to move forward on her right side. Looking to drive down the middle. A nice pass down low. Finds Wallace. Wallace puts it up. That's for three. And oh, what an affair thus far. 12-9. I think we've seen 4 combined three-pointers from both teams. The effort is there. We mentioned it before the start of the game, but boy, oh boy, we're over halfway into the first quarter, and I don't think the intensity's dropped an ounce.
No, I tell you what, we got some sharpshooters. Take a look at this. Out to the line, up, and you better believe it, it's good. This is some great basketball. Here we go again.
Another big three-pointer from McCarron on the side angle. You mentioned sharpshooters early on. Both teams seem to be dialed in, full of confidence, especially from long distance. Here's New Brunswick looking to respond, getting set up on the left side. Moving, nice ball work as they move it to the side once again. Michael LeBlanc trying to move forward into the paint. Nowhere to go, she's going to be fouled, and it's going to be on the side. 15-9, Nova Scotia with the early lead here against New Brunswick.
How about the fast pace too, Robbie? This is punch, counter punch basketball. Let's take a look here. Is cutting down to the outside, up for the three, got it. A great answer to New Brunswick's previous three-pointer as it's back and forth between these two squads.
Nova Scotia will pick it up on the side. Molly Sancton inbounding for the Blue Nosers. Colley's going to carry it down over half, taking her time, looking to get set up. Back to Colley. That long pass to the other side for McCarron. McCarron trying to drive it in the paint, and another big 2 points on the board as Legier in the right spot at the right time, makes no mistake. Here's New Brunswick once again. Doiron holding on to it. Great hand-eye coordination there, holding on to the ball. Going to take a shot from distance. Here's Doiron. That won't hit the target, and it's recovered by Nova Scotia, and back they go the other way. Long pass, trying to find the hands of Legier for Nova Scotia in the paint, won't be able to connect. And it's going to be New Brunswick inbounding from their own end.
I like that idea there, though, by Colley. Just a quick little one-touch pass, get it over, try to surprise the opposition, and almost worked out.
New Brunswick looking to get set up once again. Here's Naves. Naves carrying it down into the paint, putting it up with the left hand, trying to get it to go. That won't fall. Recovered now by Colley for Nova Scotia. Colley carries it over half. Sent to the other side for Sancton. Sancton, their left hand, back to Colley. Colley feeling some pressure, finds McCarron. McCarron looking for an open pass once again, back to Colley. Great defensive work by New Brunswick here. Down low, Nova Scotia trying to turn, won't get it to go, as that was Legier trying to find the backboard, not able to get the right spot. A great opportunity for a steal by Gibson. She can't connect with it, but picks it up once again after the fact. She's all alone trying to put it up for the layup. Great defense once again by New Brunswick. Ball still alive. Both teams throwing it up over the backboard, but great effort by Molly Sancton of Nova Scotia trying to find the mesh. She won't this time. 2:27 on the clock. This one flying by. 17-9, the early score in favor of Nova Scotia.
It's funny because the defense has still been so good, but just shooters are hitting their shots right now, and everything seems to be going in. But the defense as well, Robbie. New Brunswick had a couple great defensive shifts there, and then quick shift off and into offense. And let's see now what they can do on the offensive side of the court.
Here's a chance moving in. New Brunswick sends it back to the line. Nice pass work, trying to drive the lane. Down low was Kalala. She can't get it to fall, but she's going to be fouled.
Yeah, looks like a trip to the line here, and we'll take a look and see what happens from that. This is where you can make up a lot of points. Let's take another look here as Kalala rushing in, and there's the foul. Couldn't get the first one to drop, but Kalala won the NBIIA Player of the Year and an All-Star in 2025. So a pretty high achievement for her. And she's putting it on showcase right now, Robbie, as she's been one of the best players out here so far.
Yeah, certainly making their presence known. These teams really bringing it here. You can tell they're dialed in. I know we've mentioned that a few times, but fun to watch here for the fans, and a capacity crowd at that in St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador.
Yeah, the crowds today have been fantastic. Goes to show the level of support from not only your family and your friends, but also the people in the community as well, right? People want to get out and see this and experience this, and it's been great so far.
So here's a chance for New Brunswick from the line. Not able to connect in the first one was Anna Keach. See if she can gather her shots, her thoughts here, settle down and make the second. That one not able to fall either. So recovered by Nova Scotia. Back the other way they go. Here's Ella Hoyt. Ella Hoyt goes to the other side for Gibson. Gibson puts it up from distance. That one off the rim. Won't fall, but another opportunity. Both these teams looking not scared to take that shot from the three-point line. It's paid off numerous times for both.
No, it seems like a little bit of run and gun right now, just trying to get up the floor the fastest, who can attack off the rush the best right now. And for New Brunswick, we'll see what they can do as they're trying to get outside of their own zone here.
Here we go. Toidon for New Brunswick. Great ball handling skills. She makes her way on her own into the paint through traffic. Can she get it to fall? No, she won't. Recovered by Nova Scotia, and back they go the other way for Ella Hoyt. Ella Hoyt with her left hand looking for the left side. That from three-point range. That one in the air. It's good. Natalia Colley making it look easy, and they put another three on the board. They lead by 10.
Yeah, something about these Nova Scotia shooters. They love their three-pointers, and they've been hitting them great here throughout the first quarter.
Toidon holding on to it. Going to the middle. Into the hands of Keach. Keach taking her time, trying to go right. She's going to be stopped by Gibson, hands it off to Doiron from the three-point line. That one won't connect. Recovered once again by Nova Scotia, and back the other way they come. In set up for Moores. Moores back to the middle for Gibson. Gibson finds Colley. Colley holding on to it. Taking her time, hands it off for Hoyt. Hoyt, now great ball passing here from Nova Scotia, turning in the paint, trying to put it up. That one won't fall, but a great opportunity. An effort by Deanna Gibson, and here we go once again. Nova Scotia trying to find it in. They'll get the layup. Alexi Moores with a big 2 points for this Nova Scotia squad, and they extend their lead to 12.
And she'll have a shot to get the third as well. The 15-year-old Lexi Moores with a great effort. Take a look at this. Step to the outside and right into the nylon.
Lexi Moores, her first time to the free throw line. That one will fall, so a huge 3 points now. Nova Scotia leading by 13, but still very, very early in this all-maritime battle. Back the other way for New Brunswick. Here's Kalala, drives through traffic. Can't make the layup. Recovered once again by Hoyt. Hoyt moving back. Trying to find someone to pass it. Great defensive work by New Brunswick. Here's the scramble down low. Trying to get it off the backboard was Gibson. Gibson trying to find the ball on the floor. Big battle once again as Colley comes up with it. Sends it back for Gibson from long distance for three. That one doesn't fall, but the rebound into the hands of Ella Hoyt. She makes no mistake. 15 now, the lead for Nova Scotia, 25-10.
It's odd to see, Robbie. Sometimes the ball just always falls around the best players out there, and Ella Hoyt just goes to the open space, the rebound right in her hands, and she has all the time in the world to make that one count, and special stuff. Let's take a look here on our replay. Just short, and then there's Ella Hoyt. Just follows you around sometimes.
Well, this one in a bit of a seesaw battle earlier on, but in recent minutes it's been Nova Scotia trying to pull ahead. So here's Hoyt. Time ticking away in this first quarter. Puts up a long ball at the buzzer. Won't get it to fall. Nonetheless, 1 quarter in the books. A high-scoring affair, 25-10. Nova Scotia leading New Brunswick here in women's basketball. Day one, we're going to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. It's our continuing coverage from the Canada Summer Games in St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador.
Now you can shop smarter at Canadian Tire. With same-day pickup or same-day delivery. So you don't have to shelve projects for later. Shop smarter at Canadian Tire.
Calling St. John's unique is like calling a humpback a goldfish. It's wildly different here.
Atlantic Lottery is proud to sponsor important community initiatives like this year's Canada Games.
A strong performer uses power wisely. The Toyota BZ4X is the official electric vehicle of the 2025 Canada Games. See our full electrified lineup at shoptoyota.ca.
Welcome back to our continuing coverage of basketball here on day one, the Canada Summer Games in St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador. Nova Scotia battling New Brunswick in this all-maritime rivalry. Exciting one thus far. Started off back and forth, some Sharp shooting from both teams. Nova Scotia able to widen the gap a little bit. They lead by 15, but still an extremely entertaining matchup thus far.
Oh, it's been great, Robbie. Back and forth for the first couple minutes. Then Nova Scotia kind of found their stride, and they've been playing the better basketball out of the two teams. But if we know anything today, it changes all the time.
That's a great point. Here's Morrish trying to drive the middle. Nova Scotia back to the line. Once again, they've been dangerous from back there, and Ella Hoyt continues the streak for Nova Scotia. They have that spot locked in.
Automatic, it seems like, right now with Ella Hoyt.
Trying to make the pass down low. New Brunswick scrambling a little bit. Anna Keach couldn't pick up the pass, but she was being defended pretty tight from Nova Scotia. So New Brunswick will inbound.
We were told that Ella Hoyt was one of the players to watch here on Team Nova Scotia. That's some good info that we got, because she's been a treat to watch here so far.
Very much so. Everybody firing here for Nova Scotia at the moment. Inbound by the side in front of their own bench is New Brunswick. Michael LeBlanc for Doiron. Here's Doiron trying to drive the middle. She's going to be stopped. Foul called. And it looks like it's going to be on Ella Hoyt.
This is a great opportunity for New Brunswick.
Offensive foul. Not sure what the mix-up was there. And nonetheless, New Brunswick carries on. Sorry, Luke, go ahead.
Back underway. No, I was just going to say, this is going to be a good opportunity for New Brunswick here now that this first quarter is over with. You had the 2 minutes with your coaching staff. Now you can try to turn the tide here, but Nova Scotia continues to be red hot in the offensive territory here right now.
Isabel McDonald with another quick layup. And Nova Scotia, you see the intensity on the bench, the excitement. Extended their lead to 20 here. New Brunswick on the bench. They're going to regroup, try to refocus. Certainly a lot of talent on this New Brunswick team.
And we talked about it with Nova Scotia earlier, the three-pointers, Robbie, they seem to be automatic. There's Hoyt with one. You can see it. And it's not just Ella Hoyt. Look at the passes around. Everyone's making them. Colley, she drops one back off to Hoyt again here, right on the right side of the court, and she'll bury that one. But just the three-point shooters, very sharp. Probably the best that we've seen here today out of the three-pointers.
Oh, absolutely. Really a heck of a shooting percentage. Both these teams, really. She seems to be all Nova Scotia recently offensively. Nonetheless, still 8:58 on the clock in the second quarter.
So for New Brunswick now, the conversation in the huddle has to be, how do we stop them defensively? And then where do we attack from there? Because right now, Nova Scotia, they're scoring from everywhere around the court. You could be in the corner, you could be up top, you could be in the paint. They're lethal everywhere. They don't have a weak spot out there right now on offense.
That's a great point. So Isabel McDonald to inbound it for Nova Scotia. McDonald trying to find someone. Finally gets it to Morrish. Morrish drives the middle. Trying to turn and fire back. Hands it off to O'Brien. O'Brien back to the line for McDonald. McDonald puts it up. That one's going to fall for another two. 32-10 the score. New Brunswick heading back the other way now. Here's Doiron. Doiron. Great hand-eye coordination as we talked about earlier on. Great ball handling skills. That one not able to find Anna Keach. Ball trickles at a play. Nova Scotia will gain possession once again.
So now, Robbie, it'll be interesting to see how New Brunswick adjusts here on the defensive side of the game after this timeout. See if anything changed here.
Here we go. At the top, Nova Scotia sends it over.
Look at the aggressiveness here.
Isabel McDonald holding on, finds Morrish. Morrish looking for a pass, unavailable, tries to drive it in herself to the line. Here we go again. Molly Sancton from three. Point land, no mistake once again. My goodness. Just outstanding shooting from Nova Scotia.
This is a 13-point stretch, I believe, if my math is right, which it isn't always, but Nova Scotia is on quite the stretch right now.
Oh, you can lock that in. New Brunswick trying to generate something offensively. Duato can't hold it. And trickles out of play once again. So Nova Scotia will be inbounding. Here's another look at it. Morrish.
And this was a great defensive stint here for New Brunswick. Look at the shot clock. It was down to 3 seconds. They were playing so aggressive, but that's one of the problems whenever you're so aggressive, is that sometimes you can let go of the girl that you're guarding, and then it opens somebody else up wide open.
Great point as Isabel McDonald adds to the lead once again. Nova Scotia starting to pull ahead. Here's Doidon trying to head down. She won't be able to pick up the layup. Back the other way comes Nova Scotia once again. Gabby Morish going through traffic trying to find the middle for the up and under. She won't get the basket but draw the foul.
Yeah, and a good try there by Sophie Durand. She actually has taken a very large step over the last year or so. I've had a number of people tell me that. And you can clearly see she was a starter and she's been out there for the majority of this basketball game. And she's had a couple of good opportunities here for Team NB.
So Gabby Morish from the line makes the first one. In our pregame notes, we were told that this number 4 in white was a player to look out for, and she certainly proved that thus far here in this all-maritime battle. New Brunswick.
She was part of the BioSteel All-Canadian as well, Robbie.
There you go, and finally New Brunswick able to break the streak here as they got a much-needed 2 points. See if they're able to capitalize on that and build some momentum. Down low, Nova Scotia spinning, can't get it to go as Lexi Moores, but a great effort nonetheless.
Seeing a little bit of frustration right now from Team New Brunswick, which is understandable, but you got to try to keep a level head here. Still a lot of time left to go. We aren't even at the halfway point of this basketball game. Still lots of time left to go. If I'm Team NB, I wouldn't press the panic button just yet.
Oh, absolutely not. Still almost 3/4 of a game to go, really. Nova Scotia able to put 40 points on the board in that short time. Shooting outstanding early on. Lexi Moores not able to make the second one. Ball still alive. Who's going to recover it on the ground? Both teams fighting for it. Whistle goes. And it's going to be Nova Scotia.
Nova Scotia only a few seconds here on the shot clock, so we'll have to see what play is drawn up as once again Gabby Morash going to take the throw in here. King's Christian College is where she plays at.
Here's Morash. Earning, sending it back to the line. Gonna move in on her own is Jess McCarron. McCarron sends it back to the line for Moorish again. Gonna take the shot from the top of the key. It's good. And Moorish really putting on a show early on here for the Nova Scotia.
She's been really, really strong here so far. Just adding to the list of impressive players here so far for both teams in this game.
Interesting to see how many points she's gathered up in this short period of time. Moorish once again with it. Down the left side, sending it back to the line. McCarron trying to drive through. She stopped. And won't get it to go.
Good stop there by Team New Brunswick, just trying to box out anything around the paint right now. Either way, she's going to take a trip to the line.
Great effort indeed. So Jessie McCarron on the line. A free throw for Nova Scotia. To 12.
McCarron with 3 points today, make it 4 now with an option for 5 here if she makes this next one.
Been excellent from the throw line as a team as well, Luke. Adding those extra points when they can, no mistake made. And it's New Brunswick's Michael LeBlanc going to inbound it, and they'll try to head back and answer. Here's Kalala. Back to the line, Anna Keach puts it up. That one won't find the mesh. Ball still loose. Whistle goes.
Yeah, that was a good opportunity too for Team New Brunswick, but just missing was Keach there on the 3-point opportunity, but it'll come, right? That was a good little setup there. Lots of time, lots of space. So keep doing that, and I think the Team New Brunswick can easily get back on the right track here.
So Lexi Moores can inbound for Nova Scotia. Find Moorish. Moorish carries it on her own over half. Looking for a pass, finds the left side. Looking to drive down low is McCarron. McCarron sends it back to the line. Another chance for 3, and it's good. My goodness. Lexi Moores picked her spot. No mistake once again.
She's really heated up here, Robbie. She's only been in the game for 4 minutes, and in those 4 minutes, 7 points.
Well, there you go. And here's a nice turnover for New Brunswick. Trying to find it was Michael LeBlanc. And then the rebound gets it to go on a nice play by Ev Kalala.
That's a big basket right there for Team New Brunswick. Just break up whatever Nova Scotia's doing right now.
Morris hands it off for Morris. Morris looking to the middle. Stops there, heads to the top of the key, puts it up once again. She's been sharp from that spot, not able to make it go this time. Ball out of play, so we'll reset. New Brunswick will inbound their defensive zone.
Yeah, 5:10 left to go here in the second quarter, so not even halfway through just yet.
Back down the other way, come New Brunswick, over half. They'll look to get set up, that's gonna be called back over. So they'll lose possession. Nova Scotia will inbound, Jessie McCarron.
A good effort by Wallace, though. She realized what was happening. She tried to jump over, but just couldn't make it happen. Or excuse me, that was Eustace, not Wallace.
So here we go, Nova Scotia. Jessie McCarron hands it back for Colley. Colley up the middle for Legier. Legier finds down low is Jessie McCarron waiting for the pass. Nice play, but couldn't turn around and put it up for 2 in time. Nonetheless, she'll go to the line for 2. Take another look at it.
Yeah, let's look at the replay here. Nice pass down low. Almost a little no-looker there with the angle that she was at, and still a good try. It was close, but either way, gonna get an opportunity here to go for 2 points at the line. She's got 5 here so far.
Not able to get that one to fall. Recovered by New Brunswick. Great play by Michael LeBlanc, and that one's turned over once again, and Legier able to capitalize. Nova Scotia adding another 2 on the board. Timeout called. 4:49 on the clock. 49-14 Nova Scotia leading New Brunswick.
Yeah, just taking a look here at the stats, Robbie. Kalala with 6 points now. She's really stepped it up here for Team New Brunswick. Eustace with her lone 3-pointer that has gotten her onto the board, but Moore is still 4 minutes, 16 seconds on the floor, 7 points for her. That's a very impressive stat line.
Absolutely. This team has been pretty impressive in the shooting department today.
Absolutely, and let's take a look at this package here. As you can see, the assists, the baskets, everything that Gabby Marash brings to Team Nova Scotia. Look at that pass, wide open. How are you? Makes it pretty easy for Sancton to bury that one, and then making her way right down Main Street. Let's throw in a 3-pointer as well, why not? Right down the middle of the court, no mistake about that one. She's been great out there.
Certainly an extremely impressive young athlete, as we've seen many of them at the Canada Games thus far, and we're only on day 1. Crowd's starting to come alive here. Making some noise both sides. New Brunswick will inbound. Trying to move it forward. Handing it back. Here's Eustace. Making her way down court. Behind the right side, here's Eustace. Nice play. Putting it up. Can't find the rim, but an excellent play to try and drive through the middle. Found a lane. Picked her spot. Couldn't finish it off, but a great job drawing a foul. Here's another look at it.
Yeah, that was a great cut there by Eustace. Look at her take the wide route and quickly trying to cut off and into the inside. Colley met her there and put a stop to that, but still drawing the foul and able to get potentially the 2 big points back here.
So we'll see if Eustace can capitalize on that, and she does. So another big point on the board for New Brunswick. As Nova Scotia heads back the other way. Colley puts it on the right side. Gibson gonna put it up. That one just a little long. Nova Scotia resetting. She'll get another crack at it. Is McCarron. That one not able to find off the ring. Can't hold on to it. That one off the hand of Jessie McCarron out of bounds. New Brunswick will inbound from their defensive zone.
Yeah, good opportunity here, right? Let's try out the transition game now. Maybe use some speed. Try to catch Nova Scotia off guard here with a long pass.
So here we go. Sophie Doiron feeling pressure, but finds Anna Keach open, then to the line. Big shot opportunity for New Brunswick. That one won't find the mark. Nova Scotia answers back down on the left side. Here's Jessie McCarron driving in the middle. Gets it go to 2 for 2, and they extend their lead.
That was the right idea by Team New Brunswick, just missing their spot on that shot, and then a great answer by Nova Scotia, able to rally back and make that one count. As let's take another look. Nice pass there by Colley, then taking the big step to the inside. McCarron, no mistake, drops that one in with ease.
It looks like it's going to be New Brunswick inbounding in front of the Nova Scotia bench. Madeline Eustace, been an effective player thus far for New Brunswick. She'll find Sophie Doiron. Doiron trying to find the middle. That one broken up by Nova Scotia. Back the other way they go as Lily Blondin makes her way down the right side. Great handoff. Give and go for Colley. Can't get it to fall though. New Brunswick able to pick it up, and here's Doiron once again. Down the left side, taking her time's gonna stop. Put it up for three, big chance. That one off the rim, can't get it to fall, but here's Eustace. In deep off the backboard. That one takes a spin off the rim and won't fall. Nova Scotia coming back down the right side, driving in, trying to make the easy layup. That one won't find the backboard by Sancton. Holding on to it though, great drive from Nova Scotia, holding on to it down low, another crack at it. New Brunswick not able to get their hands on it. That one's out of bounds, and New Brunswick will get the ball back from their own defensive zone.
We've talked a whole lot about the three-pointers and how well Nova Scotia's been hitting them, but really the stats say it's the two-pointers that New Brunswick's got to kind of keep up with Nova Scotia on. Nova Scotia 59% right now from two-point range, and New Brunswick only 15%.
These young athletes inspiring other young athletes from around the country. Want to say a big hello to Will Doherty tuning in, and that's a big, big 2 points from Sophie Doiron. Young Will Doherty, young prospect from PEI. Following along with these Canada games. And here's Nova Scotia, sending it back to the other side from the three-point line, trying to drive down through the middle. Now, Legier couldn't hold on to it. Ball on the ground, recovered by New Brunswick. Back the other way. They look to get set up, feeling pressure though from Sancton. As they get the ball back for Doiron. Doiron on the left side, looking to make a drive. She'll hand it off. Anna Keach holds onto it to the left side. Michael LeBlanc puts it back outside the three-point line. LeBlanc with it once again, trying to drive it in off the rim and can't get it to fall. Brunswick just not able to, seem to be able to get them to go through the mesh. They're getting lots of shot opportunities. And play blown down once again.
That was a great offensive stint there for Team NB, but yeah, just getting some bad bounces right now. Feel like it should be closer than it is. That's not taking away anything from Nova Scotia, but New Brunswick just getting a few bad bounces here and there.
Certainly a great effort from New Brunswick thus far, especially in the last couple minutes. 2:10 on the clock, 51-17. New Brunswick Nova Scotia leading this one. Still lots of time for New Brunswick.
Absolutely.
Narrow this gap.
Yeah, timeout call now. We'll see what these teams talk about. Obviously 51-17, but once again, feel like it's a closer ball game than the score really says that it is. As Nova Scotia continuing right now, they're doing a really good job setting up in the offensive zone and then being able to facilitate the ball, always finding the open person. It seems like they're always one step ahead here in the offensive zone.
Now 15 seconds remaining in the timeout. Great capacity crowd on hand here in beautiful St. John's. Newfoundland and Labrador, the host city for these 2025 Canada Summer Games. What a start we got off to last night at the opening ceremonies. Literally, kitchen party breaking out throughout the arena. And the crowd is certainly alive here. Great support from the locals and fans alike traveling in to support.
Absolutely, and New Brunswick probably getting the second loudest ovation compared to Newfoundland. A lot of New Brunswick people over here to cheer on their athletes.
No doubt. Here's Sophie Doiron. Going to go back to the line. Here's Eustace trying to put it up for three. That one not quite connecting, but still in possession is New Brunswick. Doiron sends it back for Eustace, driving down the right side. She stopped, can't get a shot off. Nova Scotia with possession once again. Here's Isabel McDonald down the left side for Sancton. Sancton taking her time, feeling pressure from two dark jerseys. Moving down underneath the basket, trying to get it off the hoop was Blondin. She can't get it to go, and once again, we are down. It's a fight on the ground. Looks like it's going to be New Brunswick regaining ball possession.
Yeah, how about Isabel McDonald there with the block down at one end, then carries the ball down into the offensive end. some great stuff here. Let's take another look at that. Look at 8, and there's the hand. Says not today. That's a great block. One more time. There's number 8 in white. Stops that from going any further.
Here's Dwadon trying to find a pass down low. Can't quite connect, and looks like there's going to be a foul on the play against Nova Scotia.
Yeah, New Brunswick right now. This is exactly what you want. You're in the offensive zone. You got the ball on the baseline. Try to get somebody open, and there it is.
Here's Dwadon, going to take the shot from 3, putting it up, not connecting, and that's out of play.
Yeah, good luck there. That's exactly what they wanted. The step back sends the person marking her off into the wrong direction and had a lot of time, but just missing her place there on that one.
So here we go, Nova Scotia once again, down low, trying to find underneath the basket, Lily Blonde, and no mistake, she'll turn, make the lay in for a 2. And it's 53 now for Nova Scotia.
Yeah, and a great play there too. Lily, she kind of realized that who was coming, so she stopped, made sure that the New Brunswick defender went by her, came back, and then had all day to make that basket.
Here's a shot from distance once again for 3, and it's good. Anna Keech taking the ball into her own hands, taking care of business from downtown, and a much-needed 3-pointer for New Brunswick as they trail by 33.
Yeah, collects her 7th point of the ball game here, and she's been good from deep. She's made 2 3-pointers already.
A little bit of confusion here on where to go. Looks like Nova Scotia going to the line. Natalia Colley. She's been a big presence for the Blue Nosers here thus far. Gets the first one to go. You talk about, Luke, not letting the opposition get any momentum. Getting up to the line, nailing that first free throw. Had a good time. That one off the rim. Ball still loose, recovered by Nova Scotia. Gonna spin and fire as Lily Blonde, and she'll make it count.
Team Nova Scotia's been really good on the free throws, Robbie. Mid-70s is their percentage today.
Once again, putting it down low again is Molly Sankton, another turnover. So an extra 2 points. Once again, for Nova Scotia, they just seem to be firing on all cylinders.
Really, really strong on the free throws so far today. And then you take a look, New Brunswick hasn't had a whole lot of opportunities. They've only had 6 free throws, and Nova Scotia's had 12 so far this game. But right now, they're making up a lot of points on the free throws.
There's a big chance for Eustis. Can't connect on that shot from an odd angle. Back the other way. Molly Sankton down the left side, looking to drive the middle. Can't get through traffic, trying to find it. Send it back to the line. Whistle's gonna go. And so does the buzzer. 58-20, Nova Scotia with a commanding lead here after the first half. 2 quarters, 1 half in the books, but still lots of basketball to play. Don't go anywhere. This is the Canada Summer Games from beautiful St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador. We'll be right back.
Hey, where could I find these shoes?
Heads up!
Whoa.
Keep up this back to school with Adidas at Sport Check.
At Canadian Tire, we're here for all-day summer play. From the yard to the park, find all the games you need for non-stop family fun.
Hello.
Hi, remember me? We bought your old house.
Yes.
We brought some mail.
Oh.
Hey.
The diaper subscription. I forgot to cancel it.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet the memories are coming back now. The Bebo app helps you keep an eye on where your money's going.
Like how?
Well, for one, it would have told you the subscription price had gone up multiple times.
It's a lot of diapers.
Well, extra's good. So where's the baby?
Oh, he's right here. This is the baby.
And that ain't no baby.
One of the things to me about the Canada Games is it's truly integrated. We have athletes with an intellectual disability, with a physical disability.
Puis juste être inclus. Je pense que souvent, on est mis un petit peu de côté quand on est un peu plus jeune, puis qu'on est différent, puis qu'on a un handicap. Puis là, être à ces Jeux-là, c'était comme toute une grosse équipe.
It's important to have representation and to acknowledge their different perspectives of life.
When the opportunity is there, show up. The older you is gonna say thank you.
If you believe in yourself, you can make anything happen.
That's the Canada Games.
It starts with a spark and becomes a guiding light. Teamwork, friendship, getting social. When the games are gone, the games go on. Orange Store, fuel the spirit.
Legends aren't born. They're built. Icons don't become icons overnight. What you hear about is the achievement. What you see is the result. But greatness is built on wellness. So here's to heroes unsung, efforts unseen, and distant dreams humbly attained.
We've heard it said, nobody comes here for the weather. And yet, every spring, here they are.
I'ma leave it all on the line. Better believe I'll get mine. Now or never, it's my time. It's my time. It's my time. I'ma leave it all on the line. Better believe I'll get mine. Now or never, it's my time. It's my time. It's my time. All on the line. Better believe I'll get mine. Now or never, it's my time. It's my time. It's my time.
Recycling sounds good on its own, but when it's done right, it's even more rewarding. And with Green Depot's express service, there's no waiting. Just drop and go. Who wouldn't love the sound of that? Visit greendepotnl.ca to learn more.
This is a place where free.
For generations, we've been nurturing the communities where we live and work. Providing space to grow and preserving the environment that surrounds us. Because we understand that when we invest in communities, we invest in the future. Crosby, committed to community.
Introducing Vimeo Streaming, an all-in-one platform designed to help you turn your videos into a successful streaming business. Build your own custom branded app and connect with your audience across all platforms and devices without writing a single line of code. Deliver high quality, reliable, and secure video experiences, live or on demand. Turn video streams into revenue streams today.
Be seen, be heard, be remembered. Canadian AV, proud supporter of the 2025 Canada Summer Games.
It takes a village to raise an athlete. For more than 120 years, Marine Atlantic has connected our sports communities with the people, places, and games they love.
Precision, vision, and strategy. The skills that make a great golfer are the same ones that make a great law firm. McInnes Cooper, an official sponsor of the 2025 Canada Games. Meet us on the course. Come celebrate our sponsorship on August 22nd.
I'ma leave it all on the line. Better believe I'll get mine. Now or never, it's my time. It's my time. It's my time. I'ma leave it all on the line. Better believe I'll get mine. Now or never, it's my time. It's my time. It's my time. I'ma leave it all on the line. Better believe I'll get mine. Now or never, it's my time. It's my time. It's my time.
I am yellow today. I shine my light out like the sun. I am blue today. Calm as glass and cool like the sea. I'm a rainbow today. All the colors.
Newfoundland and Labrador.
Gatorade. With electrolytes to help replenish what's lost in sweat. Carbs to help fuel your working muscles. And fluids to help you hydrate. Scientifically formulated so you never stop competing. Rehydrate, replenish, refuel. Gatorade.
A full life means something different to everyone. However you define a full life, we're here, paving the way for better access to care and empowering you every step of the way.
I'ma leave it all on the line. Better believe I'll get mine. Now or never, it's my time. It's my time. It's my time. I'ma leave it all on the line. Better believe I'll get mine. Now or never, it's my time. It's my time. It's my time. I'ma leave it all on the line. Better believe I'll get mine. Now or never, it's my time. It's my time. It's my time.
Recycling sounds good on its own, but when it's done right, it's even more rewarding. And with Green Depot's express service, there's no waiting. Just drop and go. Who wouldn't love the sound of that? Visit greendepotnl.ca to learn more.
Welcome back to our continuing coverage here of women's basketball at the 2025 Canada Summer Games in St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador. Robbie Doherty alongside Luke Much, bringing you this afternoon's action between Nova Scotia and New Brunswick. Pretty lopsided scoreboard thus far, but a competitive matchup. New Brunswick looking to turn things around. Nova Scotia going to keep things going. Here's New Brunswick. Going to get set up in the offensive zone. At the top of the line, looking to drive through the middle, put it off the glass. Well, can't get it to go. Recovered by Nova Scotia as they head back the other way. McCarron with a nice long pass finds Ella Hoyt. Not able to put it in the mesh for two, but back the other way comes Sophie Doiron. Doiron. Taking her time, getting set. Sends it to the right side for Kalala, and there's a nice steal down the line from McCarron. McCarron takes it up the middle, puts it away for another 2 points. And Nova Scotia continues the momentum.
Yeah, that's good for her 9th point of the game, Robbie. She's been very strong. The leader out of the whole game, Ella Hoyt with 10.
Kalala trying to find a pass. That one batted out of the air by Gabby Morash.
Something that I noticed is that everybody's getting a touch of the ball with Team Nova Scotia here. Only 3 of them don't have a point so far, and here's their latest points coming to you courtesy of Jessie McCarron.
New Brunswick inbounding. Finds Doiron. At the top of the offensive zone, big shot coming up from Anna Keach. Won't get past the rim, and here comes Nova Scotia back down the other way. Lily Blondin. Blondin can't hold on to it. That one at a play. And New Brunswick will inbound in front of their own bench. Excuse me, Nova Scotia. McCarron. Set something up, finds Morish up high. Morish looking to make a break, tries left, nowhere to go. Makes a nice pass to the other side for Hoyt. Back to Morish. Morish tries to send that one back and picked up by McCarron once again, and a nice play by Doiron to hold on to it, but recovering is Nova Scotia, trying to make the long pass. Shot clock expires. And it will be New Brunswick inbounding from their defensive end.
Yeah, see, now that's just a great defensive effort there by New Brunswick, completely tying up Nova Scotia, doing a great job of it. Nothing there for Nova Scotia to shoot at.
Here comes Madeline Eustace. Eustace, a nice short pass for Anna Keach. Keach over for Kalala. Kalala looking to get something set up. Hands it back for Doidon. Doidon taking a big shot for three, and it's good! Great shot from Sophie Doidon. Looking to spark her squad, and that's will be the first thing they can ask for is a three-pointer. And a big three on the board for New Brunswick.
That's exactly what Team NB needed, Robbie. You get a big stop on the defensive side of things, back-to-back stops, and then also down here, the big three-pointer from Doiron. That's just awesome stuff for Team New Brunswick. That's exactly what they want to see, and that's what we're going to see one more time as Doiron gets it, and then both Team Nova Scotia players follow, and that leaves Doiron wide open and able to make the shot.
Great heads-up play with a big three on the board for New Brunswick. Back to the line once again, trying to get it to go. That won't fall. Here's Sancton, carrying it down, feeling pressure from Doidon. Sancton looking left, turns, spins, goes right. Back to the other side, it's Gibson with it. Gibson can't pick it up, and back comes Doidon. Going down court, long distance for Kalala. She puts it up, can't make it count. As Nova Scotia rebounds it back the other way for Colley. Colley sends it down the line for Legier, can't get it to go. Here comes New Brunswick, back the other way. The right side, Kalala, back for Doidon. Doidon up top for Eustace. Eustace for three, trying to make it fall. That one off the backboards, won't go. Nova Scotia again, here's Sancton. Molly Sancton spins, puts that down for 2 points. New Brunswick will try to get set up once again.
New Brunswick starting to do what Nova Scotia did in the first half. They're starting to find the holes in their defensive system. They've had back-to-back stints on offense where they found a wide open shooter. One shot was made, one shot wasn't. But again, just some great, awesome job here by New Brunswick to find the open shooter and then to let them go.
And Anna Keach doing a good job of putting another two on the board. Pick up the rebound, made it count.
She leads Team New Brunswick in points thus far through the game, Robbie, with 9.
There's a bit of an accidental situation. Looks like Deandra Gibson on the ground for Nova Scotia. Looks like she's holding her nose, but seems to be on her feet.
She wears glasses, so I think that she went in and the glasses hit the floor.
Ah, yes.
And then anybody with glasses lodges right into you. They got nowhere to go.
Well, here's Doidon. Going to go on a run here. It's New Brunswick. Doidon, nice side pass. LeBlanc trying to find Wallace on the outside. That one called for back over. And Nova Scotia will inbound from center court.
Need a big defensive stop here by Team NB to keep the momentum where it's at right now. They've had a great start here to this third quarter.
Here's Colley. Gonna get set up. Finds Eva O'Brien. Going down low, spins, fires Legier, and a big 2 points for Nova Scotia for another two on the board. 64-25, they continue to lead. New Brunswick. Big passing work outside the three-point line, looking to make the drive through the middle is Eustace. Great speed, can't get it to fall for two, and ball on the ground. Both teams fighting for it, and it looks like it's gonna be New Brunswick coming up with possession.
Yeah, New Brunswick here now. Good opportunity, right? You're ready to go. You got 5 girls out there who are ready to go, and now we'll see what can happen here. See how they can attack. See if they can find that hole again in the defense of Nova Scotia.
Here's Doidon up top, gonna go down the middle. Saw a lane, try to take it, drew a foul. She'll go to the line for 2.
Definitely settling in here is Team New Brunswick after that first half.
Yeah, certainly.
They've looked a lot more sturdy here through the opening 4.5 minutes of quarter number 3.
Like the first half they hoped for, but you're right, certainly settling in. Here's Doidon. That one won't fall, so another opportunity coming up. Makes that one work, does Doiron. 64-26 now.
New Brunswick still fighting. Right, they have something to play for here. Big rival in Nova Scotia.
You're right
They're not
about
going to go
that.
down easy.
Down low. Here's Nova Scotia now from long distance, trying to put up a three-pointer with Sancton. Can't get it to go. Ball off the rim and out of play. So we continue.
Yeah, just rushed a little bit there with that three-pointer opportunity. Had a little bit more time than she thought, but that's all right.
Here comes New Brunswick once again. Sophie Doiron. Gonna get set up in the Nova Scotia zone. Finds Eustace. Eustace carries it down the left side. Puts it up. Again, can't get it to fall. And a nice pass down court for Lily Blondin. Lily Blondin drives in, makes it go as Lily Blondin. Great lay in, and Sophie Doiron trying to go back the other way. She takes a hard fall, and little slide seems to be okay. She's helped up.
Yeah, popped right back up. Good to see.
Good sportsmanship here in these two teams.
We've seen that really throughout the whole day so far, though, Robbie.
Really have, and that's a great part about Canada Games.
Absolutely. Everybody playing against each other, but everyone's here for each other.
That's a great point. Great setup here in St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador. 1:45 on the clock here in the third quarter. Back to the line for Doiron, trying to put a three on the board. Will that fall? No, it won't. Off the back of the rim and out. Here comes Coley. Ollie down low, finds Blondin. Blondin turns, tries to put it off the backboard. Can't make it work. Going a nice play by Collie as she runs into some traffic. That's going to be called travel, so New Brunswick will pick it up. A substitution going to happen here.
Yeah, the
for
subs
Nova
keep
Scotia
rolling.
and New Brunswick. We see Noella Thomas into the game for New Brunswick. Not sure who came in for Nova Scotia. We'll keep an eye on that.
Swapping out for Lexi Naves.
So here's Doiron once again. Doiron. Feeling some defensive pressure, but she'll regain it back. Big long court pass for LeBlanc. LeBlanc drives in, tries to put it up. Great defense from Nova Scotia. And that one won't get on net.
That was a really nice pass. I think that whenever the pass got to LeBlanc, that she wasn't expecting it because it looked like Nova Scotia was there ready to pounce, but somehow it got through.
Ryan for the long pass once again. Down low for O'Brien. O'Brien tries to plant her feet, and she's going to draw the foul. She'll go to the line for 2 points. Does Eva O'Brien.
Yeah, that's almost a must foul right there. You knew that she was going to make that basket. As let's take another look. Watch the step back here, and then you got to get the arm in the way there. Send her to the foul line, to the free throw line.
So Eva O'Brien makes her first one count. A big point here for Nova Scotia. O'Brien going to make it 2. No mistake. We saw their shooting accuracy in the first half. It's just outstanding.
Really, really strong on the free throws. 66.7% after the first half.
Outstanding numbers.
That's really good.
Here we go. Brunswick looking inbound. Bertolin. It's a down court. Tries to connect. Not able to make it work. That one rolls out of play. Nova Scotia will take possession from their own zone.
New Brunswick's just got to keep doing what they're doing right now. They've had a good couple stops here in this third quarter. Like to see that continue.
Long pass by Moorish. Deep in the key. Sending it back to the line. Makes his Moores. Moores feeling pressure. Goes to the right side. Trying to drive underneath the hoop. Can hold on to it. A nice pass. Meant for Alice McDonald. She can't maintain possession. Ball goes out of bounds.
Right, and then again, it goes back to the exact same thing where New Brunswick really isn't giving Nova Scotia a whole lot. Whatever Nova Scotia's getting, they've earned here.
Bertolin sends it in. Here comes Sophie Doiron. Doiron hands it off. Brunswick looking to get set up. Chegbu sends it over to the left side. Big shot for 3 from long distance. Looked like Kalala and makes it count. A big 3 points for New Brunswick once again. Trying to fight that off was Kalala, trying to build momentum, but a big 3-pointer.
Absolutely, that was a great shot there, right? All about building your momentum here, carrying it into that fourth quarter.
Certainly, right about that. Another look at it coming up.
Yeah, nice pass there. Realizes that Kalala's open and she's able to get the angle. Made no mistake about that one.
Down low, putting it off the backboard was Blonde, and that one won't fall, and it's at a play as Jesse McCarron can't get to it.
And again, another good stop for Team New Brunswick. Really settled in, especially on the defensive side of the game here in the second half.
Here's New Brunswick. Sophie Doiron. Trying to make a short pass for Kalala. That one stopped. Team's on the ground trying for ball possession.
Yeah, not sure which way this one's going to go. That one was pretty up in the air. Looks like New Brunswick's going to get the honors.
Going to be inbounded from center court. That one in play. Going to drive down the left side. Here's Eustace putting it off. That's off the front of the rim. Nova Scotia recovers. Lexi Moores heading down the left side this time for Gabby Morris. Morris with a long pass for Blonde, and she tries to carry in the middle. She's stopped for a travel. New Brunswick will get the ball back.
New Brunswick just not letting off the gas here. The compete continuing here from Team New Brunswick. Despite the score, right? Canada Games, all about competing.
Here's Eustace. Trying to hold on to it. Spins, feeling some defensive pressure from Lexi Morris. Spending at the top now. Here's Uchegbu. Tries to send it back. That one not able to held on to by Eustace and out of place. And Nova Scotia will take back the ball in front of their own bench.
2:20 left to go here in the third quarter. New Brunswick trying to make up any ground here on Nova Scotia right now. It's a tough task, though, the way the Team Nova Scotia has come out here in this first game for them.
Here's Kalala. Nice play on their left hand and a nice layup for 2 points. And Kalala done a great job of trying to step up here and create some momentum for New Brunswick. 3-pointer and nice steal by Uchegbu. She's coming down the left side. Facing traffic, back to the line. Kalala trying to get it to go for 3. That one won't fall. And bounces out of play.
A great look there for Kalala, who's connected a couple times with Uchegbu, but just couldn't let that one sink right into the mesh on that opportunity.
Inbounded on the left side. Here's Eustace setting up. Potential 3 points. That one won't fall once again. Oh, and a hard fall by Uchegbu. Hopefully she's okay. Yep, she's right back up. I think she went down on her elbow.
These are tough athletes, Robbie, that's for sure. Haven't seen many injuries at all.
Certainly are. As play continues, here comes Nova Scotia. Lexi Moores moves it into the middle. Back to the 3-point line. Putting it up is McCarron. That one not able to connect. Kept in bounds. Not quite kept in bounds, but a good effort nonetheless from Ella Hoyt to get there.
Yeah, Hoyt's been really strong. She hasn't played that much here in this third quarter, but she had a great first half. 10 points. That led her team and everybody in the game.
So at the top of the 3-point line, here's Kalala. Kalala driving down the right side, puts it off the backboards, not able to get it to drop, and a great defensive play by Nova Scotia to send it back out, but looks like there's going to be a foul on the play with a push. Minute 13 remaining here in the third quarter.
Yeah, let's take another look at that here. Shot coming in, going for the rebound. And then the foul called right there.
Here we go. And a big steal. What a play by Ella Hoyt. She carries it down the right side. Looking for some help. Quick pass into the hands of Isabel McDonald. Can't get it to fall. Recovered once again by Kalala. Kalala with a great effort here in the third quarter. Eustace trying to spin. She's going to be called on a travel. And Nova Scotia regains ball possession.
It was a nice move, too. She had a lane right down and into the hoop, but travel call will stop that.
On the right side, here's Nova Scotia. We're going to get set up. Back to the middle for Lexi Moores. Moores over for Hoyt. Hoyt to the right side. Isabel McDonald puts it up. That one not going to hit the mark. McDonald once again to the middle. Hoyt for 3, and it's good. Ella Hoyt continues the momentum for Nova Scotia from the three-point line.
Yeah, she's just been so strong out here. Kind of what we were talking about last game with Team PEI and Alex Newsom.
Yeah, good point. Good point. New Brunswick gonna head back. Bryn Mambercut sends it in the middle for Jegbu. She can't make the layup, but she'll go to the line for two. Big 2 points on the line for New Brunswick.
Yeah, here's another look at it too. Great shot from our Universum media crew, the three-pointer. And that's been a common theme here with Team Nova Scotia today, is there's one made.
Jegbu trying to make another one. That one won't fall, but made the first one. Recovered by Eustace, though. Takes it back for three. Not the best angle, but took the shot. Didn't get it to go, but that's going to go down for 2 points. So there you see the New Brunswick bench fired up, showing some momentum. Still lots of basketball to be played here. Still some work to do.
Absolutely. And let's take another look here. It comes to the inside, nice throw up, and makes no mistake about that one. Look at the bench, fired up. That's what you want to see in a team, Robbie.
Certainly no quit in this New Brunswick team, and another turnover. Won't get the shot off in time. But a good finish to the quarter from Team New Brunswick. They trail 71-34 in favor of New Nova Scotia. We're going to have the fourth quarter action on the other side of the break. Don't go anywhere. It's women's basketball from the Canada Summer Games from St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador.
Everything has brought her to this moment. She inches closer to the edge and summons the courage to leap. Because she knows the only way out is across when the floor is lava. Every big moment starts small.
Drinking more summer with Tim's new iced lattes, now whipped for a silky smooth taste. Pairs perfectly with having nowhere to be. Or remembering you have a bunch of places to be. Try a smooth iced latte today in flavors like new brown sugar.
Now you can shop smarter at Canadian Tire. With same-day pickup or same-day delivery. So you don't have to shelve projects for later. Shop smarter at Canadian Tire.
Welcome back to our continuing coverage. Basketball here at the Canada Summer Games women's action. Nova Scotia doing battle with their maritime rival New Brunswick. It's a high-scoring affair. Brunswick has some work to do to get back into this one, but still lots of time on the clock. As they try to get set up at the top. Down low, nice pass back out to the three-point zone for Dixon. Dixon puts it up, can't hit the mark. Nova Scotia sends it back the other way. Here's Morris. Morris trying to move through the middle, down low for Hoyt. And a nice give and go by these two. They've been outstanding thus far, Luke.
Yeah, they're a great dynamic duo. Morris saw Hoyt, and it's just the easy 1-2, and up goes the ball, and down it goes right through the mesh.
Eustace driving through traffic, great speed, and a nice play, a big 2 points, and a nice bounce back for Team New Brunswick after that short layup.
Yeah, great answer back there by Eustace and Team NB.
Spinning in the key, trying to spin and fires. Isabel McDonald puts it up, gets her own rebound, and another 2 for Nova Scotia.
Isabel McDonald's been really good. I don't think that she's missed a 2-point shot yet.
I think you're right.
After the half, she was 4 for 4. I'd imagine that that's been the same. I haven't noticed her miss one yet at this point. She's been really strong, really consistent, really reliable out there as well for Team Nova Scotia.
So New Brunswick getting inbound in the offensive zone. Bomberket sends it up top for Nabs. Nabs trying to move. Sends it back out to the three-point zone. Big shot up for three, and it's good. Isabella Dixon on the point for that one, and drew a foul.
Yeah, the Riverview, New Brunswick product lets that one fly. As you can see, nice pass, left all alone. There's the shot. That's as textbook as it gets right there.
An opportunity to add another big point on the board. We're going to try it again.
I believe so.
Dixon back to the line. Isabella Dixon. And no mistake this time. What a shooting performance, her in that sequence. But it's Nova Scotia with possession. Here's Morris over center. On her own. Gonna go left, fakes, goes right, takes it down on her own. They'll try it again, this time on their own from McCarron, trying to get the rebound, put it in. Is battle for the ball down deep, and it's New Brunswick coming out with it. It's Nabs. Sends it to the other end. Is Brugelen. Tries to send it into the key. Back from distance once again. A big shot from Bomberket. And it's 2 on the board for New Brunswick.
Yeah, NB really finding their stride here, Robbie.
Yeah,
this is
right
a nice little stretch for them.
Right about that. Certainly some momentum going on early on in this fourth quarter. 8 minutes on the clock. Here's Morris. Morris looks left, decides to go right, sends it back to the three-point zone once again, trying to get it to fall. It won't this time, but recovered by Lily Blond, and she'll make no mistake. She'll put it up for 2 more in favor of Nova Scotia. Here comes New Brunswick once again. New Brunswick looking to drive. Sending it back through the middle. A nice opportunity and not able to get it up. And that one off the hand of Morris and at a play, so it's going to be New Brunswick inbounding.
Yeah, let's see if they can continue this hot streak. They've been great here in this fourth quarter. This is the strongest start to a quarter that I think that they've had.
That's a great point, Luke. 77-42 for Nova Scotia. 7.5 minutes remaining here in this fourth quarter. That one off the hands of Nova Scotia's Jesse McCarron, out of bounds. New Brunswick will try again with Naves inbounding in front of the Nova Scotia bench. Naves down low. And X gets the ball back, feeling some defensive pressure from McCarron. Shot clock ticking down. That one doesn't hit. That one off the backboards won't fall as Nova Scotia regains possession. Here comes Morris. Morris over center. Drops it back for Sancton. Sancton spins back. Can't hold on to it as New Brunswick regains possession. Alexis Nabs puts it over. Tries to get set up at the top for Isabella Dixon. Dixon to the other side for Keach. Keach down low. Spins. Tries to put it off the backboards. That one won't go. And Nova Scotia back the other way. Here's an opportunity for Isabel McDonald. Taking it through the middle. Can't get the layup. Gets her own rebound. Trying to put the lay-in away, but not able to. Try number 3. Not a charm. And this time there's a battle down low in the key. Whistle goes.
Robbie, I think that Navs has been really strong here for New Brunswick on the defensive side of the game here so far. This has been, I believe, already 2 interceptions in the defensive end for 12. And black and maroon here so far. She's had a really strong fourth quarter among her teammates.
It's a great call. Here's Morris at the top. Sends it to the middle for Legier. Legier to the other side for Sancton. Excuse me, holding on to it is McCarron. McCarron trying to go through traffic on the left side. Gets the left-hand layup.
McCarron continuing just to wreak some havoc in the paint here this afternoon.
New Brunswick set up at the top. Here's Nabs. Moves it forward. Tries to go back. Spinning is Dixon. Dixon with a big three-pointer earlier on. Giving a little spark to the New Brunswick bench. Here's Morrish. Running back down the middle, looking for the layup. Nice handoff pass, and it's Molly Sankton. No mistake, another 2 points for the Blue Nosers.
Yeah, that was really nice, and a great job by Molly Sankton to finish that off. Under pressure as well, Robbie. Just a really good set of hands there.
So New Brunswick looking to get set up. Time ticking away, 5:35 on the clock. On the baseline. That one gonna get out of play before they can get a hand on it. Whistle goes. Nova Scotia will be inbounding in their defensive zone.
Yeah, Sankton's been strong today. I've really liked her play. 2 rebounds returned just in the first half. Now I believe that's up to 4 already. So she's been really strong, especially on the rebounding part of the game.
So here we go. Nova Scotia. Gabby Morrish has been outstanding thus far here this afternoon. On her left side, feeling pressure from Eustace. Great defensive pressure by Eustace. She's going to be called for a push.
Yeah, we talk about Morrish and mainly the offensive side of the game, but defensively, she's had 5 defensive rebounds so far this game. She's been really strong at gathering the ball and then working on the transition and getting that ball up court.
So here we go, Nova Scotia. Inbounding in front of the New Brunswick bench. Can't hold on to it. Eustace trying to chase it for New Brunswick. Picks it up, spins back. Is Wallace. Wallace sending it down the middle for Kalala. Can't get it to go. And down, recovery, big battle for the ball underneath. Looks like it's going to be New Brunswick once again with possession.
Yeah, it looks like that. Right now, nobody wants to go take the ball, so. New Brunswick going to take it here from the baseline. Looks like first, though, a timeout. 5:09 left to go. Really liking New Brunswick's fourth quarter here so far, Robbie. I think that they've been really strong. Definitely starting to find their groove here, and hopefully they can carry that into days to come here in the 2025 Canada Games from St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador.
A much better start here in this fourth quarter than we've seen. There's Nova Scotia on the bench. Commanding lead, having a little chat. New Brunswick trying to figure out how to get back in this game.
Yeah, Nova Scotia, we mentioned it earlier. They want a medal here. They want it. So right now, looks like they can definitely compete for one. It's been a strong performance from them.
Certainly a confident and good outing for Team Nova Scotia. Brunswick with a great effort here in this fourth quarter. Going to get some plays drawn up from the coaches. Both teams will reset and head back out. 5:09 remaining here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, Nova Scotia just so calm under pressure, I've realized. You can see them working in the offensive zone, and although they're on defense right now, in the paint, not a lot of urgency on them. Just very calm, cool, collected, and they know when to strike.
Eustace with a quick pass, gets it back to the three-point line. That one put up but off the front of the rim. Here's Morrish heading back down. Nice crisp bounce pass over for Sankton. No mistake with the left-handed layup. Another 2 points on the board for Nova Scotia.
Sankton's really started to heat up here in this fourth quarter.
Eustace with a pass to the right side. Nabs can't hold on to it, but picked up by Eustace. Eustace trying to put it up. A great defensive play from Deandra Gibson. That one sent down the left side once again for Sankton. Sankton with a nice give and go. Tried to find Legier. And it looks like a travel.
Yeah, I'd say so. Great passing play, though, Robbie. 1, 2, 3, 4 passes before getting that ball over to Legier, and then just one too many steps, and that'll allow New Brunswick to take it from there.
Well, New Brunswick look to get set up here once again. Time ticking away here in this fourth quarter. Warren Wallace sends it back to the three-point line. Put up, that one won't hit the mesh. And a long pass opportunity won't hit the mark. Is Malaya Legier not as far down as perhaps they had thought. Not able to connect. Ball will go out of play. Reminder, 2 more big games coming up this afternoon and this evening. Be sure to tune in. We're going to have all the action for you live from St. John's here at the Canada Winter Games as we Uchegbu tried to make that happen. She'll be fouled and go to the line.
BC and Alberta up next.
Oh, a little Western battle in a maritime battle today. That should be a great matchup.
Looking forward to it. Looking forward to all the games, though. That's one of the best parts of Canada Games is the variety of games that you have that you don't really get to see, that aren't showcased as much as maybe they should be. Like artistic swimming coming into play here, some track and field events. Those are always really fun, but sometimes hard to find an event that showcases them. So that's one of the great parts about Canada Games.
Yeah, a little bit of everything for all sports fans in Canada. Here we go, Nova Scotia. Umbercat and hold on to it. It'll be New Brunswick ball going the other way.
Yeah, quick turnaround there. That's a quick stop for Team NB, and we'll get to attack the other way now.
Chegbu and hold on to it. At the top, sends it over for Kalala. Kalala spins left, holds on to it. At the top, Naves trying to head down on the baseline. Looking to make a pass. That one will bounce into play, but once again, New Brunswick will take possession. That one inbounded. Back to the line. Looking to send that one up. Beat the shot clock. They won't. Play continues. Back the other way they go. Nice long pass for Gibson. Gibson moves forward. Feeling pressure from four dark jerseys. And breaks through for the two-pointer. Here comes New Brunswick back the other way. Nabs makes a short pass. Nice spin move by Kalala. Back to the line. Put up. That won't hit the spot. Here's Kalala. They're taking a shot again. This one for three, and it's good. And a huge three-pointer from Kalala for New Brunswick.
Yeah, Kalala, an NCAA Academy, South Carolina, and Kamloops All-Star. Definitely showing off her skill in this one.
That one won't fall off the rim a couple times. As we're in the final 3 minutes. On the left side. Here's New Brunswick trying to break through. Kalala once again sends it back to the three-point line. That one put up, trying for another one from Nabs. That one won't hit the spot. Here comes Nova Scotia once again. Trying to get set up. Cawley. Certainly been an effective player for Nova Scotia in this one this afternoon. Nice crisp pass down low. Finds the hands of Legier, but can't make the lay-in.
Yeah, for Cawley, that's what I think of her as a playmaker, right? How many great passes have we seen her make so far today? She had 2 assists in the first half, and she's got at least another one here in this second half. She's a playmaker, that's for sure.
That's a great point. As time ticks away, New Brunswick trying to find anything here. Bertolin can't hold on to it. She recovers it on her own, though. Puts it up. That one not able to find the mesh. Down the left side. Nova Scotia. Gibson. Gibson gonna send it back for Cawley. Cawley holding on to it. 12 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Cawley with it once again, going down the left side, looking to reset the clock. They do. That one recovered by New Brunswick. They're gonna try to make a break for it, and foul's gonna be called for a hold, and they'll go to the line. Oh, looks like, no, excuse me. Gonna be inbounded by New Brunswick.
Yeah, New Brunswick just still continuing. They won't go away. Been a pretty even quarter here. They've made some long threes, and it's been impressive to watch, just the compete level.
Certainly some great effort, especially in the third and fourth quarter. New Brunswick, Nova Scotia, keeping it steady. Here's Moores, hands it off to the side. Holding on to it is Legier. Legier sends it back for Cawley. Shot clock ticking away. Trying to get a quick shot off is Legier. Legier will put it up. Can't get it to go.
Some good ball movement there, though, on that offensive zone stint. Just player to player doing some really nice passes. And then here's Legier at the end trying to throw one up with the shot clock winding down. Kind of a last-second scramble. Couldn't get it to go, but a good job to get the foul anyways, and a shot at 2 points.
Here we go. Malaya Legier. It's that second free throw. New Brunswick carries it back down. Here's Navs holding on to it on the left side. Nice bounce pass, short distance. Ruchegbu at the top, under a minute to go in regulation. That one off the rim, back for Kalala. Kalala can't hold on with that one turned over, but once again, Nova Scotia regains possession. Lexi Moores. It's back for Colley. Here's Colley over center court. Colley taking her time. Find the lane down the middle. She won't be able to do it as whistle goes. And the clock stops. 20.6 seconds remaining on the clock.
Good vision, though. I liked what she was going to do there. She was kind of cutting off to the inside, trying to get around the defender, but either way, once again, going up to the line here with 28.6 seconds left to go. Missed the first one. Looking to gain another point on the second, and she will. So just under half a minute left to go here. Strong efforts from both teams in this matchup.
Yeah, certainly was. Here's New Brunswick at the top of the offensive zone, looking to get something set up. 15 seconds remaining. That one put up for three, and it's good. And a big three-pointer.
Playing with more confidence here is Team New Brunswick. They really do. They look like a different team out here in the fourth quarter. They're just out here playing basketball, and they've been a lot more confident here.
And lots of basketball left. Speaking of that, Luke, this is game one. And a great second half from New Brunswick, but it's Nova Scotia out here with the commanding win, 87-49. This one will go down in the books. So Nova Scotia starts the week off with a big win. New Brunswick with a loss, but it was an entertaining one. Two great efforts from both teams. That's what the Canada Games are all about. We have two more games coming up. Alberta and BC squaring off next. As always, we will have the action for you. For Luke Butch, I'm Rob Doherty. We're saying good night from St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador. It's the 2025 Canada Summer Games.
It starts deep beneath our feet and reaches all the way to the finish line. With care, courage, and curiosity, Rio Tinto brings strength to the surface behind the moments that move us. From coast to coast to coast, on every podium, we stand behind Canada's next great performance. Rio Tinto, finding better ways for Canada and the world.
Hey, where could I find these shoes?
Heads up!
Whoa.
Keep up this back to school with Adidas at Sport Check.